Strava's feud with Garmin just took another strange turn. After all the noise, all the outrage, and a full-blown lawsuit, Strava is now enforcing the very same Garmin rules it previously slammed as unreasonable. So what was the point? The whole saga kicked off when Strava accused Garmin of copying features and breaking their partnership deal. At the time, Strava painted itself as a victim of unfair demands, things like where a Garmin logo should appear when data is shared. It tried to shift public attention onto Garmin's supposed aggression. Now, Strava is forcing those same rules onto everyone else. In a new email to developers, the company announced that apps using Garmin data through the Strava API must follow Garmin's branding requirements starting November 1st. That includes downstream platforms that don't connect to Garmin directly but still use data that originated from Garmin devices. Strava's own API agreement has now been updated to reflect this change. People have noticed, and they're not impressed. Some are calling it a climb down, which it probably is. Others say it makes Strava look like it was never really bothered about the rules in the first place, especially when you consider that Garmin's attribution terms are actually pretty flexible. Developers can choose how they want to acknowledge Garmin, logo, sentence, whatever works. There's no hard demand for a flashing badge or a giant watermark. But the real kicker, earlier this year, Strava made developers attribute itself when using its data. So now it's accusing Garmin of doing the exact same thing it already did. That's why fueling the backlash. One Reddit user put it perfectly. Nobody loves hypocrisy like an angry cyclist. The timing also makes things worse. Strava is still in the middle of its lawsuit against Garmin, but this policy shift weakens its stance. It makes the whole fight feel less like a strategic move and more like a knee-jerk reaction. And now that it's enforcing Garmin's rules, some think the lawsuit may quietly disappear. And that wouldn't be surprising. The patent claims never really held much weight, and the contract issues have been eclipsed by the optics of the whole thing. Strava may have just wanted to assert its identity as a platform, but the backlash has exposed a gap. Users don't see Strava as a product in its own right. They see it as a service that sits on top of Garmin, Apple, Wahoo, or Chorus. And now that Garmin attribution is becoming mandatory, other brands might follow. If that happens, Strava could end up looking less like a neutral platform and more like a branded stream of wearable ads. That's not the image Strava was going for, but it may be where this ends up.